Yo. Welcome in, welcome in. Lemon. Lex. Buzz. Edward. What's up, guys? It's Leonard. Yeah, so we're continuing what we were doing yesterday, which is making the easiest tower defense game of all time. Mask on Monk. What happened is it flopped, and I'm not gonna spend time on it anymore, unfortunately. That's alright. Learned a lot. Yeah, I kind of expect a lot. Nah, revenue honestly wasn't that good. It was a core game design issue. Just wasn't meant for Roblox. Unfortunately. That's alright. We learn. We move on. What's up, Kev? Welcome in, everyone. Yeah, exactly. Pixelated. Alright. Yeah, so we're continuing what we were doing yesterday, which is basically, I'll just explain it once real quick. We are turning this sort of game loop into a tower defense game. This has been used kind of a lot in a different couple genres. Basically, you buy something, you place it down on your base, it then opens, and you get some random thing. And in this game, it just is ores, like a tycoon, but I want to make it tower defense, since that's what I've done. And there are no, like, tower defense games like this, so that's kind of what I want to do. So there's this example, which I like this one, but then there's My Fishing Brain Rots, which has 30k CCU right now. And it's, again, very similar, but instead of, you know, the tycoon, it's fishing and it's brain rots and it's whatever. And it looks very similar. So, I think I'm gonna put my own, you know, touch onto it and hopefully make it cool. It's not great. It's not like a super crazy, you know, big project, but honestly, that's what I want right now. I want something easy that I can pump out in like a month and just kind of go from there. That's your game? Which one, Chris? Wait, the Tycoon one? Bro, the Tycoon one's actually good. It hasn't said, dude, yeah, I know. I figured it has crazy revenue. Just from looking at it, it seems like it would. And when I first saw this is what I no, for sure, Chris. Like, I saw this and I immediately was like, oh, this is like good. It didn't click to me until it didn't click for me until I saw this version of like the game loop. But I like it. So I'm taking heavy inspiration. So good shit. My quality a little fuzzy. I don't know. All right, cool. What are you talking about late? I don't know if you're talking to me or not. Okay. So what we did yesterday was we made, like, we literally created the base plate yesterday. And kind of mapped out a plot and then made a very basic plot system. This is the old base. So what I want to do next is make the like crate spawning logic and kind of the models and all that. And then from there we'll have the crates be able to actually be placed, and then we'll get to the actual tower defense part. But the actual like crate logic should be pretty easy, at least initially. We probably need to do a couple weird things when it comes to like actually scaling them, and they won't be purely random, but that's okay. Hey, Lua. Looking like a brain rot game, yeah. It won't actually be brain rots, but it's kind of slop, let's be honest. But I'm in my slop era. Okay, cool. So let's make a kind of, I don't even know what a spawner, conveyor, or whatever. Oh, Misfits bought in? Yeah, dude, they find it quick. I'm personally not a fan of selling to those studios, just because I feel like their offers are usually pretty predatory, but why does your hair seem less saturated than usual? It's because of the background. The lighting was so bad that when there's like nothing in the background, it has a hard time figuring out what's like the foreground, what's the background. So it basically, the camera was struggling. So as soon as I added in a background, it got easier for the camera. Okay, cool. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I need like a conveyor kind of thing. I need like a reference. Conveyor tunnel. I don't know. Okay, these pictures are not helpful at all. Well. Out of those two, Windows always. I would never choose Mac. I don't like Mac. But I would use Linux if I could, but Roblox Studio, or just Roblox in general, doesn't run on Linux at how I would want it to. And then also League of Legends can't run on Linux either. And those are like the two things that I do in life, so I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of try something out for now and see how it looks. And then we'll go from there. I almost feel like this should just be the same as this. Not plaster, plastic. And then I want to put like this same kind of beam thing on this. But I'll do that in just a sec. Escapes the tsunami trend, yeah. That game is kind of crazy. How much it's blown up. I mean, that's all the games these days, though. They're all so basic, but they just go crazy. It has terrible monetization. I mean, I believe it. I'm actually curious. Let me look. I can't see their exact numbers, though, obviously. I just want to see on charts where they sit. I mean, they have so many, like, plays. It can't be that bad, but... did I miss it? Most popular... Top earning. Okay, yeah. For that CCU, it is really bad. You can kind of just compare it to the games around it. I mean, it's not that bad, if we're being completely honest. Some of these games have insane ARPDAU for the CCU. But... Tsunami escape trend? Like a week ago, I think. Yeah, exactly, Chris. To be fair, though, games at that caliber, like, or at that level, your ARPDAU won't be, like, absurd regardless. Just because of, like, so many people will play it. Yeah. Nice trick. Good stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I'll just animate the crates. They won't be like using conveyor or whatever. Oh, I find that a lot easier. What do you think about PvP games? Is your cup of tea? I enjoy playing them. On Roblox, it's just so difficult. Just because of cheaters. Like, it's so hard to make a competitive game on Roblox that isn't just exploited to oblivion. Like, you have to do so much just to get to like a baseline. And then things like FPS genres, like they're so competitive. What am I getting right now? Oh. Yeah, Rivals is amazing. Yeah, Rivals is like honestly the perfect Roblox FPS game. I don't know how you follow that up. Hello, Bob. No, I've never played Overkill. I don't know what that is. Is this scale fine? No, it's massive. I think I always do that. Okay. How's the conveyor belt animation play? This is just a beam. Really basic. Literally just a beam. You think about brain rot games? I don't like the genre, but I mean it's just same thing that's always been successful. Constant dopamine. But I mean, I didn't like the skibbity genre either. Like, or the theme, I guess. But I'd have to just learn and adapt, you know? How would you consider this game you making a cash grab? What do you mean? I do consider it a cash grab. I don't think what do you mean? How though? I guess just because it's low effort is maybe the correct term would be slop. I kind of want to have like a lava texture here. I know this doesn't matter. And then, like, a particle emitter. Yeah. Well, lava splashes. You could do like little bubbles, but that might be too much effort. Let me open up a different place though. Julian says I look familiar. Have you seen my other videos? Potentially. No, you're good. Gonna yoink these and paste. There we go. VFX is weirdly gatekept, but literally everything you see here I found in the toolbox. So it should be easy enough to find. What happened to Crashbots? It flopped. It's a flopper. I did a bad job with the game design and not gonna dwell on it. Uh-oh. CCU wise, it was doing all right. Not as good as I was hoping, but the stats were not good, which was the real concern. And no matter what I did a lot of things. It wasn't helping. And that was kind of a sign. All the tower defense work. It is. Sorry, one sec. Too wide. Actually, no, it's fine. I think this is good. Then we'll have. I like these little embers. They look nice, except. I feel like we're spitting out way too many than we need. Both these enabled? Yes. Like, they both have a rate of 200. That's absurd. Can we emit to top? Oh, we already are. What? Spread angle. Why? Does this need to be 0? Yes. Okay. That was my issue. Okay, cool. Escape the Zin? Probably not. What's the core loop like? So I'll show it again. So this is based off of this game, my Tycoon Farm, and this game was based off of my fishing brain routes, okay? I'll show that my Tycoon Farm because I think this one's better. So what I'm gonna do is kind of take this game loop and turn it into more of a tower defense-esque. So I'm sure you've seen this. It's very slop if we're being honest, but you buy some crate that costs some money, whatever. You then place it on your base, wait for it to open, and it'll take some time. Cool, you'll get a random tower of that tier now. It gives you more luck, it gives you some coins. Cool. And what my idea is I can turn this into a tower defense game fairly easily, having enemies come out here, and your towers will then shoot at them. It should be honestly pretty easy, and it's pretty slop, I know, but that's kind of what I want to do right now. So slop equals money, yeah. Yeah, after spending 6 months on a project, this is kind of just what I want to do. As bad as that sounds. I want something easy. Yeah, I will still use React and still do like my whole workflow and all that. Yes, I started this yesterday. In terms of money ward, no. At least not yet. Maybe over the course of its lifetime it will have been worth it, but I mean, honestly, no, it won't, because you have to consider things like opportunity cost, but I also learned a lot doing that and like grew a community and that kind of thing, so Yeah, I will still match Derp's 50k for the slop game jam. Texture makes us throw up. I actually am a fan of the stud texture coming back. Because I can't build, and this means that I can kind of build. Robert, check out my GitHub. I have a thing called Genroho tree. And that's how I'm doing it. Yeah. I mean, it's fine, Pixel Lua. Honestly, like, I was... Near the end, I was kind of realizing that I hadn't really hit the mark, like, pre-release. And at that point, I already spent so long on it, I kind of had to just get it out. You know what I mean? I don't look back at it as like a, you know, horribly failed whatever. Like, learn some great stuff and take a lot away from it and learn a lot. And so can everyone watching. Yeah, pretty much, Harry, but like tower defense. How should this look? Does it even convert to a tower defense? You'll see. I have lots of experience converting games to tower defense. Or converting genres to tower defense. It's been my most successful endeavors, actually. No, I don't do commissions. It's just neon. Okay, we gotta do better than that, though. I'm clearly not the best builder, as you've probably noticed. That's why I like studs. It's because anyone can build. Just need to like... What if we did... something like this? Are you going to release this game? Yeah. I mean, that's the idea. Honestly, Harry, I don't really interact with instance things very often, but if you do need it, there is a plugin that does it. It's just the Lua language server plugin here. Thanks, Target. What's your main reason of streaming? Fun. Yeah, this is just a beam. Um, I like the color of the. Yeah, one more thing, and then I think it's good enough. I don't know, something like that. And then let's add particle emitter. Let's just get one from this kind of smoke thing. What is that pack? Everything you see here, I just found on the toolbox. I kind of feel like we should do like almost cartoony looking smoke. Oh, it didn't copy. Okay, it'll just be easier to do it like this. And then we'll just add speed 1, 5. Right angle. Let me just zero everything out. Pop. And then add acceleration of like that. And then a size. Start small. Quickly grow. Great. Bump that up. And then transparency. Something like that. That's gonna be good enough. Because nothing matters. Everything anchored? Yes. Sorry, Kel. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay, cool. I hope not very long, Sino. What's going on with the Z fighting? Oh, it's because these are the spawned in bases. I just haven't updated them to use the new one yet. No, I had lots of ideas and still do, but like there just gets to a point where it's you have to spend your time doing things that will be productive. But it was just a core game design issue, in my opinion. I was fiddling around with completely changing like the game design of it, the game loop. I think this video where like you would have your bot constantly fighting and you would like this would be what was building, but I don't know, it just like felt weird and it just like didn't really work out. You can kind of see the other bases in the background there. I don't know, it just, like I said, I was fiddling around with it and it just like that would be kind of what would happen if I were to continue like trying to get that essentially game loop to work. Hey, tremendous. But I'd rather just start something new and not spend a year on the same project, you know? Time is it? It is 6:30 p.m. Okay. Now that we have the conveyor, let's group all of this. And then, so what do we actually need to do here? So, okay, there are two options. In my two references. So in my tycoon farm, they have the boxes constantly going, which I actually don't think I like. Notice how the boxes are constantly moving. And once they're out of here, they're gone forever. Okay. And then if you take a look at my fishing brain rots and pretty much every other game of this genre, you click a button and then if you don't want it, you click a new one. You kind of get the idea. I think this is a little bit better, actually. Tycho. I know, it's crazy we can't even chat anymore. It kind of forces you into not getting any other eggs if you got lucky and got a rare one early. I guess I don't really know what you mean. Oh, like if you get one that you're like, oh, this is cool. Well, I think that's the point, is you get one that like you can't even afford like this, and you're like, damn, I want that, but I don't want to like skip it, and then you like try and get it, and suddenly you get hit with a pay to get it. So I feel like that's kind of the point. What? I have no idea what that But I just noticed they have like their own stud texture, it almost looks like. Yeah. This, why are you so small? Dang, they have lots of events in this. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with this kind of thing. We're just gonna take a little screen peek. And close out. Yoink. Yeah. Show that did the moving conveyor. Yeah, it's super simple. It's literally just a beam. So here's the part. It has two attachments, one at this side, one at that side, and then a beam that is using those attachments. And then yeah. Yeah, CNK. There really isn't a punishment. Like I said, this is like a dumb, easy tower defense game. Like, it's in the title. It's dumb. This is gonna be made for that children, you know, can very easily not have to think. God forbid they think. Black Clover, are you using like React or something like that? Like, I just did the video on React. Hey, thanks, Dev Golos. Appreciate it. Yeah, I still haven't like fully thought out this like enemy spawning like mechanics yet. So we'll get that soon. I just want to get the actual like crate mechanics first, as that kind of seems like the natural next step. And on Beast Swarm Simulator, I honestly have barely played it like ever. It's just, I think I've played it for a total of 5 minutes. In General Tree, how do I access the server modules folder? What do you mean, Tevgolas? Steroids. Yeah, tremendous. I probably will at some point. I've been alright. Been alright. I've been sick. I was sick for the last like week or so, which kind of sucked. I think from like being back home in Minnesota and just interacting with people over New Year's. But I'm like pretty much not sick anymore, so chillin'. Is this part of the 24-hour stream? No, I stopped doing that. Just, I got tired. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, Storm. I do this, Star Major. I do this full time. What does Jamie think of this cash grab idea? She wants me to make her slime game. It's the only thing she wants. The general tree auto create the module services and class folders and add service and server script service. And when I create a module folder inside of the source, only replicated mod folder. You might need to inside of. Mine's a little different because I'm using a newer version. Make sure it exists inside of your tree here, inside of your general tree, and make sure it's not a blacklisted directory. Yeah, I am. I'm him. Go back like 5 minutes. I was just explaining. I feel like this needs to be bigger. Yeah, Lua, I definitely understand that. There's definitely like curves to it where it's like you see so much progression early and so much motivation, but as soon as like the core is done and then it's like adding content, it's like, dude, get me out. No, this is a cash grab. I'm him. This won't take very long. This should not take long at all. It's a very simple game loop. Yeah, the Discord server in the description. Maybe code, I don't know. Look at model towers. Yeah. I think it should be fairly easy. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Like, I could theoretically use the ones from Tower Defense RNG, but I don't really want to. Like, I mentioned it earlier, but those weren't created very efficiently. So, like, I fear they would kind of be laggy. What's up, Fizz? Yeah, dude. I used to be huge into Vex. It was my whole life in high school. Where's the sun, dude? I feel like I'm like at an awkward angle. It's just hitting this weird. Well. I've talked about it a bit, I am. I actually think this. Is that big enough? I think I might need to be bigger. I think I should actually scale the whole thing up. Yeah, I'm gonna. Something like that. Smaller on Z, like the thickness of it. Oh, I see what you mean. It actually is hella thick. Let me try and fix this real quick. Yeah. We can do like. Something like that. Yeah. And then this will have a, did I just get rated on YouTube? By Crafty? I didn't even know that was a thing. Does that like show? I got a notification, but I don't see a notification in chat. I didn't even know you could rate on YouTube. It shows top. Oh. I didn't know you could rate on YouTube. Okay. So that's cool. What else we gotta do now? Where's tower defense? Right here. We're doing the spawning of the crates first and that whole system, and then you'll place it. Figma tutorials? Dude, I'm not an artist. I don't know if I'm the one that would ever do that. You see it now, Harry? Nice. What was your first game to hit the front page? Defender's Depot. Okay. I hope so, Harry. I don't know if I'm gonna do. I don't plan on it being brain rots. But I mean, similar game loops was, I guess. Oh, did I actually move this whole thing? Whatever. Okay, so what do we need with this machine? We need the start point, the end point, the middle point. Yeah, I don't really like brain rot either. I also don't really understand it, so I don't even know what I would be doing. I know it's like a boomer take, but get the same X as oh. Oh, that was the Z. Genius. This needs to go in like here. Maybe a bit more. Start. And then hey, thanks. Appreciate it. You. Oh, I see what you want to do now, DevGlobs. Yeah, literally just add server into any of the names. My bad. I didn't understand what you're trying to do. I don't know. We'll do something like that. It's gonna kind of hop in. Alright, I'm liking the look of this. Let's make... So this will be the spawner. Controls. And then let me... Oh, what did I do? I don't know how I did that. And then here will be the spawner button. And that should be good to go then. Nice, Merrick. Hope it goes well. Okay, cool. So then everything should be connected. Yep. Slap for the win. We then need to... Let's put the crate spawner inside of plot. And then I'll just copy this. Paste here. Copy this. Paste here. Delete. A pro studs builder. I don't know if that's a compliment. Okay, so now each base will use this new plot, and each base will have their own little thing on it. Amazing. Okay, so then what needs to happen is we click this button, so it needs to be clickable, and if we're trying to just be quick, we can use the click detector. So we click this button, it does a little animation where it goes in and out. Then some object comes in that's determined by the server. Then the client will say either buy this item or we click the button again, basically. Hey, thanks, Barton. Appreciate it. I mean, I agree, Co. Trust me. Trust me, I agree. Click detectors suck. Why choose click instead of continuous stream? I think click makes more sense because if you get something good, you don't need... You can, like, go up and try and buy it without having to, like, fumble and try and get it within, like, a second. You know what I mean? The continuous stream, I feel like you'd have to react so fast. But I don't know. I'm kind of just... I did consider both. How are you mirroring your progress to all the other plots? This is what we did in the first stream, is the whole plot system. I mean, maybe tremendous. I don't know. I feel like the constant stream gets, like, can be weird, though, because, like, then latency becomes an issue. And, I mean, technically not really. You could just have a table of the last, like, 20 crates. And if they try to buy one. I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna do this, because this makes the most sense to me. Your plot points directly affect the rotation and whatnot of the plot. Yes, exactly. Everything is based off of basically these little plot spawns. So, like, these will be rotated and all that. I find it's much easier to do things relative to some point rather than world space when you're dealing with plots. Okay. So let's get this button working, and then we're gonna set up the actual, like, logic behind it. So we're actually gonna be coding. Crazy concept. We're gonna be coding in a coding stream. So right now we only have plot server, so we're gonna have to add a plot client, add the click detector to the client, and then okay, yeah. That's Eric. Definitely coding. I usually hire people to do building, but this stuff is so simple. So we'll create our service for the client side. Can't type. Hi, Jacob. Yeah, I agree. Like an auto whatever that'll be good. The networker. No. Yeah, CNK. Exactly. It gets self wrong. So when a player is added, we need to fire the client that plot has been added. Yeah, YouTube deletes a lot of stuff. Kind of weird. What else do we need? Oh, the actual model. Plot model. So here we're replicating basically the plot server to the client, but we can't have like certain things like the janitor and stuff like that. So we're just stripping out the things that we actually need. We technically don't need to replicate the C-frame, but I'm going to. Like, we could derive this from plot model, but whatever. I'll just call this plot data. And it will be basically this. You know what? I've had this turned off for a while, but I'll turn it back on. Hey, what's up there? Whoa, 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 whoa. They've updated Copilot since last time I used it. Yeah, how was your stream? Yeah? Okay, this is so annoying actually. Get off my screen! Thank you. Yeah, I'm just a solo developer. We'll create a new client class for the plot. Dang. Copilot's gotten actually kind of better since last I've used it. Because it kind of just cranked that out. I have a whole video on the structure. But I think you said you've already seen them all, so. Oh, never started this. This be tied to the players or their index? Oh, the index. Dude, Copilot's actually gotten a lot better. This is crazy. Let's leave that blank for now. Minecraft music, what? You're just listening to the synthwave radio. I don't know what it sounds like though. I'm listening to something else. Thanks, Yusuf. Dude, I've been getting a lot into speedrunning Minecraft. A lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of ranked, like the MCSR ranked or whatever. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, 1542. That's really good. I PB'd in ranked. I got 1643, I believe. What's your rank? I hover between gold 1 and gold 2. I've never tried it, Elper. I'm not sure. Okay, create the client, yada yada. Yeah, Lala, it does. Yeah, I've been like really into Minecraft speedrunning for a long time, years and years and years and years. Like I remember I actually used to speedrun the like really old versions where you used to like build a like tower in the desert and kill Endermen during the night, like before bastions were ever even a thing. And then I would just stop doing that and watched a lot like Feinberg, and I've watched Feinberg for the longest time. Okay. I think it's cool that he's getting popular now. Not really, Derek. Okay. Init model. So we have the model. What we need to do is get the spawner control spawner button. Huh? Mouse click? Is that really what it's called? Sorry. Sure, we can just do that. And then let's initialize this in our client boot script. Dude, they made Copilot a lot better. I haven't had it on in like a month because it annoys me. It is still annoying me, but it seems like it's gotten better. Okay. Let's see if it has click detector now. It does not. Okay. Why not? Did we never parent it? Oh, we never connected Roho. That's a good one. Is this your third tower defense game? This is my fourth tower defense game. Okay, still didn't work. I don't know how to get rid of this. Escape? Oh, okay. Oh, why did it do that? You have the same tab or enter key. Wait, what? Initializing plot. Did the owner not get sent? Owner is self.owner is owner nil. Oh, it's because self.owner doesn't exist, you idiot. I should use strict. You play a lot of Roblox games? No. Oh my god, it works. Crazy concept. Did you build that map? I did. Isn't it beautiful? Alright. And then... Story games? No, I don't think I would enjoy that. I don't really like story games in general. They're kind of boring to me. On the crates. Yes, yes, yes. Lifetime earnings on Roblox? How do you even see that? Estimate? Okay, so this should be tied to your user data. I'm gonna hit 10K before you. Yeah, I'm getting close. Yeah, I have my own, it's called data service, is what I use. And available on my GitHub. I use in all my games. Okay, hold on. So when the button's clicked, we need to spawn a crate. So we need a networker for the actual plot itself. Okay. Yeah, I actually was in the process of making a video on it, but then I never did. I got like 5 minutes in, and then I didn't know what else to do. And then initialize plot. So then plot server. So this should have a networker. I actually really dislike that though. I would almost rather I'm thinking. I think we do need to have this. Dude, it's gotten way better. Copilot. That's pretty cool. Oops. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. What should this call? On crate, I guess. So inside of the player's data, we have a current crate. What's up, Coders Eagle? No, they're not. So I have this thing that maps out VS Code to their respective containers inside of Roblox Studio. So we need to know their current crate that's shown, which would probably just be a string. We need their current crate and previous crate. And we can actually just have these as nil. Crates can have things on them, though. Like mutations, I believe. Right? Buy previous crate so that you can buy back the previous crate. I'll create a type here that is the type crate probably. So spawn crate. This will have the player. What did I just hit? And then let me just say, make sure they're the owner. Let me make a helper function is owner. If not, is owner. The best ever you've thrown away? Oh, really? Okay, wait. Let me go check it out. No egg to recover. The best you've ever thrown away? Are you sure? No, it's just... I'm actually confused in how it works. Oh, this one's so expensive. Hi, whoever this is. They can't type to me though, I'm sure. It's weird, if you like spam it, it doesn't actually do the previous one. But if you go slow, it does keep... It almost feels like a bug. Oh well, okay. Yeah, the open source server is awesome. I'm there frequently. Just don't be an idiot there, or you'll get banned. I don't know though, Harry. I don't know. I'm just gonna do previous for now, and we can come back to it at some point. What constitutes being an idiot? Everything needs to be like a technical discussion that is led to somewhere. Think of it as like a workplace environment. So don't post memes in general. Feels like nonsense to me. Honestly, I agree with you. We'll come back to it though. Oh, yes. Yeah, use Profile Store. This is using Profile Store internally. Except this wasn't really even... Hold on. These were just things that were part of the plot. They had nothing to do with using data service, now that I think about it. This isn't actually being saved to your data. Like, it theoretically could be, but... not for this game, Harry. It's for literally all of my games. It's available publicly. I use it for all my games. It's pretty awesome, actually. The link. Oh, you're on Twitch. Yeah, I can send it one sec. I'll just send you to my GitHub and you can figure it out from there. Totally unbiased. Yeah. So this should have like role crate basically. But that's whatever. Let's get a spawn cooldown. Or time since last crate spawn. Or time of last crate spawn. And then crate spawn I don't know, 0.5. And then nice. Okay. I've just experimented so much and refactored a million times to get to this point, to be honest. Yeah, dude, Charm is awesome. I love Charm. Okay, if this is success, then the button goes in. Actually, the button should go in pretty much regardless. We don't need the server to tell you, because otherwise it'll feel laggy if it doesn't. We just need to make sure we have the same time since last spawn, basically. Like that, and then let me just make like a function attempt create spawn, and we can just take this and say self attempt create spawn. Which is the latest version of Charm? No, has there been a new version? And then I want to make bot service skills. And let me add enums. And we'll say spawn cooldown is 0.5 seconds. And then instead of, we can just do this. And it's just a little bit cleaner. Yeah, I'm sure we'll end up iterating on this. I just gotta make it work first. But I agree. It's now a set and getter. Oh, really? That's interesting. Because I actually kind of liked how everything was just a function. They changed it to setters and getters. I don't know how I feel about that. The syntax was a little weird at first, but I ended up kind of liking it. Blue, that's honestly a very old school way of doing it, which is fine, and it works. It is old school, but it works. And actually, in my first popular game, Defenders Depot 1, that's how I did everything too. And honestly, a lot of games still do it that way. Rates changed. Okay. Yeah, we also need to do the animation here. Yeah, I have here. Um, so we basically need to like, we could just use a spring. Maybe not. I'm thinking, one sec. I actually like the idea of using a spring here. And what I can do is then, hook up this spawner button to the spring. So when we do this, we would say self dot, what did I name this? Button spring. Hey, Robo. Oh, I don't have a janitor. Oh, that's well. Where's Matzo? I don't know. I didn't ping on Discord, so. I heard about that speed. I saw it on Twitter, actually. Um. I don't know, something like that. I don't really like this, so, but. Well. Yeah, I just want to see this work, so. Hey, yo! Going the wrong way. But it did work. No! Okay, that's just too much. Low key, this button is important. What I'm gonna do instead is make this be number, make this be 0, make this be number. Yeah, like that. Dude, Copilot got so much better. This is crazy. And then here, I want to do self.button spring impulse. I think. And then I'll clamp this. I guess this needs to be more. I never know, like, what is the reasonable. I don't know. Kind of guessing. Why? Dude, what? Am I just dumb? Um, that's not bad. I actually like that. Okay, cool. Um, this. Yeah. This is a solar project. Add like that transparent part overlay effect when clicking it. I don't know what you mean. Because I set it to this. Yes, exactly. But you can't call disconnect within the thing that it's created. You have to define it before. Okay. Yeah. So when you click this button, we want a thing to spawn. It would roll whatever basic. Okay, so then it would come from there, move to here. Go from here to here when you click a new one, and then jump in. I'm using Ripple. I use Ripple for all my springs. More control over springs. And I just like it better. And I'm just not a big fan of how tweens are used. Like how they're set up. But, I mean, they're obviously completely fine, and I'm just being pretentious. But it's different approaches to reach the same end goal, except mine probably took thousands of lines of internal code inside of Ripple's module. So, yeah. How do I want to do this now? Create the box, the crate, whatever. Here, move it here. If there's something here, move it there. I think this should be a table. Because it'd be really easy in the future for there to be more than just the current and previous. All your future planning for your game start in export type. We played Rust now. Mutators for crates? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out later. I kind of just want to like make it work first, and then we can figure out the rest. You know, this probably won't be a string. It'll probably have its own type, like crate that has some mutator, some whatever. I don't know. Yes, there still needs to be an asset. Right. And what I'll do is I'll just say self.create is that. I don't think we ever would need to actually be sending this to client. Bro, what are we doing? Oh. How big should these be? Like 3 by 3? That's like the smallest one, should be 3. So I'm just gonna do that and say basic. Anchored, let off. Bro! Why did that happen? And then it'll make a folder that's called create and put this inside of it. I agree, Target. I definitely agree. Model will be okay. And then actually that's fun. Well, and then let me just do date. Spawning. Current. Despawning. Okay. And then let me change this to idle. So then we're gonna spawn the crate in. It will move across. Then if your state is idle, like we need to make kind of like a, you know what the easiest way to do this would be? Making an animation. I don't really want to do that though. So it'll just be linear from here to here, linear from here to here, and then up. Points. Just use a spring for this too. Positive X. -32 to -7 point. -5. 24. You add 24.75 from the start. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Oh. They probably all can't get in, though. Maybe. Dude, why do I gotta complicate everything? What is this? Why do I have this curse? Like, let's just make an animation. It's actually the easiest way to do it. As much as I don't really want to. Basic root. And then this would have to be welded to the root. I guess you have to do this anyways because you need to hold this. So this is fine. Basic to root. This unanchored can collide off. Root here should be anchored. Good. Except we actually need to do it like this instead. Animation controller. Okay, and then what I'll do is go avatar, animation, add main, add keyframe. There. We can do like some little shakes too this way, which will be fun. Like, it's going so fast. Thing is, this kind of needs to be linear. And I could just, like... But I also want it to be quick. I want it to be quick because I don't want people, like, waiting for the freaking animation every time. You know? Yeah, I will. Oh, god damn it. Dude, I hate the animation editor. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, I'm liking that. I know, Ko. This is one of those things that I should not be doing, but God forbid. Okay, so frame 24. Remember that. And it takes 21 frames to get to here, or it takes 21 frames. So from here, it would be, that's to go 24.7 to 24.7. 5. This would be 21 frames to go here. One, two. One, two, two. What are we doing? Okay, do you guys see like the idea? I know I'm not doing it very well. Is it like flipping more than once? I feel like it's like rotating like twice. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Dude, animation editor. Is this like, am I cooking? Stiff? Okay, yeah, no, I agree. We need to add like a little bit of just like random little turns and like twists. Like not much, just dude, the animation editor. Yeah, I overdid it. I mean, I feel like it's rotating so quick. Yeah, I only wanted to do a 360. Am I crazy? It's like hard to tell though. Let me add a decal to this. I can see like or like texture, I guess. I mean, bro, it's only flipping once. It's crazy, but it is only flipping once. Or rotating once. Yeah, I mean, I can make it rotate less, I guess. I did 120. I'll do... by 30 degrees in the opposite direction. And this would be 60. And then this would be... That's actually so much better. Dude, it's so weird. Because that's not even a full rotation, but it, like... How many degrees is that? That would be 270. So 3/4 of a turn. Sorry, Robo. It's, no, this isn't the 24-hour game. They're just for visual purposes. They don't actually serve any purpose. You plan on stopping that? No, I'm just gonna do it all through math, actually. So, we just need to remember it's at the 24th frame. So, I'll just say local midpoint is 24 divided by 30. And then... event would be easier. Maybe. Debatably. I don't know. And then... no, because then I would have to do all this with the C-frame. So that's just easier. That's just easier. Okay, and then... I mean... yeah, no. This is fine. Is it fine? Um... Let me think real quick. Where's the cat? Uh-oh. Hi, Nyla. Nyla. Dude, I just hate using animations. The alternative... sucks, though. So we're gonna do this. Just commit, just commit, just commit, just commit. Stop, stop, please, please, stop. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I know about animation events. I know. I'm just gonna do it this way. Okay. So then locals. Our end is going to be 1 plus 9 divided by 30. Oh, it's 10. Local start. And start. And so bad. 205. This will be end start plus t end start and end. Yup. Something like that. And then that state if state equals despawning, then self t 0. No, I don't take commissions. It's just YouTube. YouTube automatically deletes comments. React error boundary is for to manage errors inside of the React tree. So instead of the entire tree just blowing up, you can like decide what to do when an error occurs. Okay. And then something like that. Bro, I don't know. This seems so bad. Ah, no, bro. This seems so bad. Pretty sure I have to do some DOM stuff here. Just ignore that. I know it's icky. Why? Start. Oh. I guess this should be whatever this is. But that should still actually work. What? Now that's confusing. I forgot to clone, did I? I did. But I actually feel like that should have still worked. But maybe because I was loading the track when it was not in... Like, what? Oh, is it because the weight? Wait, it might be this, actually. I think the weight needs to be 1, not 0. I just put zeros because I wasn't sure what to do. Yeah. Okay. And then if... I don't know what happened to the first one. Magic string, yes. This is a mess. But... oh well. I've always had a terrible sleep schedule. How is this tower defense? It'll make sense. Eventually. If self previous create. Hey, We don't even care about the previous crate. It's this that we care about. And then we don't even need previous crate. I don't even know why that was there. Yep. And then let's set the actual CF to what it's supposed to be, which will just be create spawn CF will be plot data dot plot model find first child create spawn dot CF. Why are we angry? Oh, shut up. That's so annoying. And it's so annoying to fix, too. It looks so gross. But, dude, it's whatever. It's actually whatever. Start. Plot.createSpawner.start. But, let me just. Great start. You little... Oh, I'm not using it. How about... Okay, so we're chilling. It's not exactly at the right Y height, but we can fix that. Click a new one, old one's gone. Click a new one, old one's gone. God, wasn't it worth all of the effort? Oh. That doesn't look good. Let's just not spam that, though. Let's just ignore that real quick. That was not... Dude, I hate the way I did that. But how else... Yeah, literally. How else was I supposed to get this animation unless I literally... You know, the alternative was me making a table of all the C-frames and then iterating through it. I just don't like how animations work in Roblox. Able to see friends sounds better. No, unironically. Oh, it didn't work. It put it to the wrong spot because I never set the primary part of the crate. It should actually just work when I do that. Yeah, target. Because I'm never actually playing the animation. I'm just setting the actual frame that it's at. Just in code, I know that the 20th frame or whatever. This is actually the exact same approach I used for Crash Bots. But I actually think it looks nice. Yeah. I'm curious what this looks like if I change speed to just be real time, because that was half speed actually. Yeah. Okay, yeah, half speed was way better. Yeah, I could do like, I don't know, something like that. One sec. Should pause the texture when the crate gets to the middle point. I don't know what you mean. Oh, of the conveyor. Yeah. I will do that. Hey, I'm glad Cap not fact. Look at my pet egg farm. Really nice. Okay, I will. It's a good speed. No, for real, Co. It's gross, and I know it. This is a tower defense. We just haven't done any of the tower defense part yet. Yeah, we should increase the cooldown. Jeez, I really need to commit a change. I think 0.8. It's break time, yay! Oh, it needs to be more than that, because it's this. Times that. Yeah. Yeah. And then it would be really easy to add, like speed boosts or whatever in the future. Yeah, it's just really easy. It's something that I can do. And I honestly don't think studs look bad. I mean, they're definitely the reason why studs are back. I don't think it's a bad thing. Yeah, these are bigger studs. I like it. Like, I just want to keep on clicking it, you know? It's the spin at the end that really sells it. Conveyor model? Bro, I threw this together at the start of the stream. Just watch the stream. Go back at the start of the stream. I literally made this in like 10 minutes. I feel like studs are so easy, anyone can build with them. Click sound, yeah. We gotta do that still. Yeah, I agree. There'll be like particle effects and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do it right this second though. Let's make maybe the actual crate look instead of it just being a gray blob. Nah, some will be a lot bigger. Bro, how does this work? What? Dude, how do people make crates? Alright, I found a good reference. Oops. What? Oh, wait. And then we need like a little like side thingy. Feels weird. What's up, Derp? I feel like this needs to go in, maybe. Oh, not that far. It maybe mess with the colors a little bit too. Thoughts? Good enough? I think so. Fine, okay. Take it. It's an animation. And then we need to weld. Do I have a weld? You like it? That's shocking, Ko. Can I fix the studs? No. That's way too much work. So how do I make... Is there like a... Anyone know a good welding plugin? Sorry, Piek. It's just way too much work. For like 0 gain. No, I don't want to use edit rig. I want to just weld constraint everything here. What do you want from the toolbox? What do you mean? Doesn't look solid. I don't want to weld them to each other, though. You know, that's actually fine. Dude, I'm confused. I don't get how this works. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, this does what I wanted it to. And then I just grab this, the root, like that, and then blah 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 blah, like so. Pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, it's a very easy genre. Very, very easy. I'm just like combining it with tower defense. What are you talking about, cop? Cap. No, all we need is the rest of the game. Okay, so what we need is to have, these need to have like a billboard GUI on them that kind of says how rare they are, how much they cost. They need a proximity prompt. Then you need to try and buy them, basically. Yeah. I'm liking it though. I am gonna end the stream here though. I'm hungry. Got some good stuff done. I can figure out how to raid derp. I don't know how though, but give me 1 sec. Don't leave yet. It's easy on Twitch. I don't know how to do it on YouTube, since that's where literally everyone watches, so I think there's like an up next. I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna send his link. Because I don't know how else to do this. I don't know why they make it so hard. Just go watch Derp. Alright, bye everyone. Go watch Derp. Thanks. Bye bye.